Selecting a golf community in Austin, Texas is no easy task. We have you covered. Today we're going to cover the 5 golf course private communities in Austin, the ones closest to downtown Austin. We're going to Austin Country Club, Barton Creek Country Club, Westlake Country Club, Great Hills, and Onion Creek. We're going to give you the price of the entry, homes, schools, and all the things about them. Stick around, we're getting started right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Austin, Texas and the golf communities therein, then subscribe and tap the bell below so you get notified when there's new information that will help you learn about Austin, Texas. Hi, I'm Nicole Cooper. My team and I get calls and emails from people just like you needing help finding that home in the perfect community that matches their lifestyle, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move now or later, we're always going to be here to help you find that perfect home that matches your vibe. Now let's get started on those 5 courses in Austin, Texas. We're going to start with the map here. You can see that it's color coded. The ones in red are the private golf communities. The ones in blue are semi-private, and the ones in purple are the municipal public golf courses in town. You can see, except for this outlier down here in the bottom middle, number 8, everything seems to be on the west side of Austin for the private courses. The one down here on the bottom in the middle, number 8, that's Onion Creek, and that's one of the ones we're going to cover today. So we're going to start, I'll just give you your bearings here. This number 7, that's Great Hills Country Club. Number 1 is Austin Country Club. Number 2 and 5 here, that's Barton Creek and Westlake Country Club. Barton Creek being the one on the left, number 2, and Onion Creek is number 8 down south. All right, let's get over to our comparison sheet. This is how I've kind of put together a little comparison so you can see it at a glance. These are our 5 country clubs that we're going to go over today. These are the closest ones to Austin, and we're going to just start by comparing them by their initiation fee. Now, keep in mind these fees are subject to change. Everything has gone up since COVID, and it's kind of on a gradual slope upwards with inflation and everything. But at the moment, these are the initiation fees to get in. At Barton Creek Country Club, you're at $175,000. At Austin Country Club, you're at $100,000. Keep in mind at Austin Country Club, the waiting list is a couple years long and you need a few letters from different members to get in. Westlake Country Club, formerly known as Lost Creek Country Club, is now $100,000. They've recently bumped their initiation fee because they had a major renovation. They redid the course, they did the clubhouse, they did the surfacing of the tennis courts, they redid the surfacing of the swimming pools, they've added some decks and things, and they redid the restaurant. So everything has had a big facelift at Westlake Country Club, and therefore they raised the initiation price to match. Great Hills Country Club, you can get in for $50,000, and then Onion Creek Country Club is the best value in town. This and Twin Creeks, we'll go over that another time. But Onion Creek's entry initiation is $15,000. Now these all have monthly dues that come along with them, but at least you get the idea of what it costs just to get your foot in the front door. Now your average home prices, Barton Creek on this list is coming in the highest at $2,700,000. Now there are a few sections to Barton Creek, and that it bears worth pointing out. So Barton Creek, you have the original section, which is over near the Fazio Foothills course and the Crenshaw course, and those homes go all the way back to the 80s. So some of those homes are going to be a little bit less fixed up and a little bit older. So that's what we're kind of calling the classic section, the old classic section. The newer section over at Fazio Canyon's side is the Amara section, and they're still doing new construction in there here and there. So those homes are going to be a little bit higher price in general just because they're newer. So what I've done in this price point here showing you the $2,700,000, it's both communities combined together. Now we go next over to Austin Country Club. They're at $1,800,000 on average, and there really isn't like a pocket community for Austin Country Club. So what I did was I just did a 2-mile radius around the country club clubhouse, And so it's going to be, some of it's going to be west of the 360 highway, and some of it's going to be north of the lake. So just have to kind of keep that in mind, why that's a little bit lower of an average close price. And as you get closer to the golf course, that price is going to go up. Westlake Country Club, it is actually right next to Barton Creek Country Club on the map. So that's why it brings in this high close price tag as well at $2,100,000. We jump up to Great Hills Country Club. It's on the northwest corner of town where Mopac intersects with 183, called kind of the Arboretum area, also somewhat close to the Domain. Those home prices average about $850,000. And Onion Creek is on the southeast side of town, just inside the I-35 highway, and those homes are on average of $640,000. So you get an idea of how much money, how far your money goes in each community. Now I'm going to go through the amenities. You can see here on my chart that I've kind of given them grades. Now rest assured, these are my grades. They aren't calculated anywhere. I can't refer to anything. These are just the experiences that I've had. So bear with me. I'm going to give you as much detail as I can. Okay, so first of all, I gave Barton Creek Country Club an A++. Why? Well, first of all, they have 4 golf courses. They have Fazio Foothills, Fazio Canyons, Crenshaw Core, and then out in Spicewood, they have the Lakeside Golf Course. So they have 3 right here in town in Austin, and then they have one about 30 minutes west of town out in Spicewood. They have the Omni Hotel Resort in the middle of all of their, the 2 original golf courses. They have, well, I guess there'd be 4 pro shops. They also have a huge workout facility, multiple restaurants, spas, saunas, exercise classes, and things like that. So just having a larger membership, by having 4 golf courses, they have more activities scheduled throughout the year for their membership. That and just the size of the actual structure and the amenities themselves is why they get an A++. Now we pop over to Austin Country Club and it gets an A+. Now it could deserve an A++ too, but it's just not as big. We've only got the 1 golf course, but the amenities are actually really nice. Think old school money. They have the oak finish outs everywhere throughout the clubhouse. They have an enormous men's locker room called the Harvey Pinnock Room. We'll go into details about that later. Women aren't allowed. Of course, women aren't allowed in the locker room. Men aren't allowed in the women's locker room. But there's a big restaurant where women also aren't allowed. It's a thing. You'll find out more about it if you go out there and visit and go on a tour. The dining facilities are excellent. You'll actually find a lot of weddings happening at Austin Country Club. At Barton Creek too, but Austin Country Club has that lake in the background and that 360 Pennybacker Bridge in the background. So Austin Country Club really has that old school charm. And yes, they have the spa and the pickleball and the tennis courts, just like Austin Country Club. It's just not as big and the membership isn't as large. And maybe that appeals to you more, to be in something that's a little bit smaller. Now Westlake Country Club, I give it an A just because it's a little smaller, but it also gets an A because everything on the surface is new. They just got done with this amazing remodel, and I can't wait to take you guys out there and show you around next week. But for the moment, we're just going to talk about what they have. They have a great dining experience, 18 holes of golf. They have the tennis courts, pickleball. They have a nice sized swimming pool. Oh, and if I forgot to mention that about Austin Country Club and Barton Creek, they also have very nice swimming pools. Barton Creek would just have multiple swimming pools. So Westlake Country Club gets an A. We head up north to Great Hills Country Club. They get an A-. They're just not as big, not as much money there. It's just not quite the level of finish out and size, if you will, as the ones we've already discussed. It is very nice. They had a remodel just within the last few years, so it's nice and new up at Great Hills too. They have a beautiful swimming pool. They have the tennis courts and pickleball. They have a workout room, and their dining area is also super nice with a big outdoor eating and dining area out on the back. So Great Hills, awesome club. 18 holes, by the way. We head on over to Onion Creek. And Onion Creek has, they get a B+. They have everything that everybody else has, on their same level. It's just a little bit older. They have done some remodels on the pro shop and the dining area, and they've added a huge outdoor seating wooden deck out back that they have live music on the weekends and things. But overall, it's a little bit dated. They have a beautiful, huge swimming pool. Again, got a few cracks here and there, but it's great. It's great. They have a workout room. They have a lot of tennis, pickleball as well. So that's kind of how I gave them their grades. If you disagree or you want to share your ideas, please comment below. I'm always looking for new information from other angles. So let me know what you think. Now here's the side-by-side comparison of the schools. Now some of the communities have are divided in half and they go to each, but I'm just going to give you the rundown of each. First of all, right here out of these, Westlake High is one of the highest rated schools in Texas. And of the communities we've talked about, we've got Austin Country Club that feeds into there. We've got Westlake Country Club that feeds in there, and a bit of Barton Creek. Barton Creek West feeds into Westlake High. The other half of Barton Creek feeds into Austin High. So let's just go over Westlake High a little bit. They have very few, this is economically disadvantaged, 3.2%. Students that meet the grade level in reading, 92.5%. Students that meet the grade level in math, 82.5%. So you can see just having a school like Westlake, how it would affect the real estate prices or property values in there. We have people moving, all across town, all across Texas to try to get in that Westlake ISD so their school kids can go to that exemplary school. Now, Austin High here, that is the western portion of the Barton Creek neighborhood. A small portion goes to the Austin High. We have a few more, 25% of the students are economically disadvantaged. Our students that meet the grade level in reading, we've got 76. Students that meet the grade level in math, we've got 47. So again, if you're moving into Barton Creek, sometimes people want to move into that western section. It's not on the golf course. If you want to be on the golf course, you're going to be feeding into Austin High. And in the, if you feel like a grade of a B isn't high enough for your child to go into, there are some private school options out there at St. Michael's Academy and the like. And that's what a lot of people at Barton Creek opt to do. Now, those are our Central West communities, the Westlake Country Club, Barton Creek, and Austin Country Club. The northwest section of town, that's where Great Hills is, and Great Hills has a split community as well. Half go to Westwood High and half go to Anderson High. These two high schools are a little bit closer, and their students that meet grade level in reading, we've got 83% in Westwood and 73% in Anderson. Students that meet grade level in math, we've got 65% in Westwood and 67% in Anderson High. So those are a little bit closer in kind of grade values if you're going to be in Great Hills. Unless there are some other factors, which there are, we can go into that in another time, it doesn't affect the values as much in Great Hills as it would say in Barton Creek. Now, our last one, this is where Onion Creek feeds into, Aikens High School. Now, they got a D+. It's pretty harsh. I did look up the other ranking system that I normally use. I'm going to show you that in just a second because I thought this was a little harsh on old Aikens. Students that meet grade level in reading, it says 37%, grade level in math, almost 40%. But I am going to show you that the Texas Schools rankings over here, texasschools.gov, it does give them an 87 out of 100, so not so bad as the other Texas comparison school guide here. So this one, they have a total enrollment of 2,637 students. They have about 16 students per teacher, and then they have that overall rating of a B. So as you can see, in addition to the prices of the real estate in each community, these school grades also make a big difference on whether or not you want to live there. And if you have a family, it might make a difference. If you're single, it doesn't matter. So, all these things play into you finding that perfect lifestyle that fits your vibe. Like these golf courses all have something just a little bit different. There's awesome nuances to each one of them and a reason to choose one over another. And I'm always here to help talk you through it because I've played them all. I love them all for different reasons. And I certainly know the real estate in each one of them to help guide you to the right direction that'll fit you and any lifestyle. So that's kind of how we compare the golf courses. Now, I want to offer you a special little thing I've put together. This is my little golf book that has a little bit of synopsis on kind of each community and then the golf course itself with a few pictures in there. And I can mail this to you directly today. Oops, there we go. Or there's a link below, so you feel free to click on it. It's a free link and it gives you all the data for all the private courses in and around the Austin area, from Onion Creek down in the southeast corner out to Lakeway and up to Twin Creeks in Cedar Park. So just click the link below or hit me with a comment and I'll send you one right away in the mail. Here are my top 10 questions you need to ask yourself before you choose a golf community. Number 1, do you like the golf course? Number 2, is the location accessible to you? Number 3, are tee times easy to get? Number 4, do you like the other amenities? Are you into pickleball or spa or food, whatever the other amenities are? 5, the 19th hole ambiance. I mean, let's face it, you have to love where you go after you finish the round just as much as the round, right? Number 6, do they have events that you like? Like, do they do the wine and nine on Wednesday? Do they have the men's day, women's day? Are you interested in kids camps? Check that kind of stuff out. 7, is the food good? Of course you want them to have a good chef. Number 8, is the membership full or is it still growing? Meaning, will it be harder to get a tee time in the future? Will there be more opportunity to meet new faces in the future? Or is the membership kind of at a static where what you see is what you get? Number 9, if you're into it, how's the practice facility? And number 10, we can't overlook this one. How much does it cost? These are my 10 questions that I think you should ask yourself every time before you make the big decision about which country club should I choose. So choosing a golf community can be super fun. You do need to know the ins and outs because there's a lot going on. What's the golf like? The tennis like? What are the people like? Do you want to live there? I tell you what, I've played all these golf courses and I know the communities inside and out. Not to mention, I know the real estate. I can help you find that vibe that you're looking for that matches you and your lifestyle. So look, if you think one of these communities might be the right one, or maybe one of the other golf communities in town is your vibe, let me know. I would love to help you find the perfect house that matches your lifestyle. And until the next time, I hope to see you around town.